and you are tuning in and listening to Valley Sounds. I'm with my girl B. Alexandria, and I am super excited to interview her today. We're going to be talking matters of the heart, how she got started, how this project came into fruition, and so much more. I'm going to get Alexandria to introduce herself to you guys, and then we're going to jump right on in.
Awesome. Hi, I'm B. Alexandria. I am a local performing and recording artist here in Huntsville, Alabama. I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan. I was born and raised there. I'm 32 years of age now, moving on up. So yeah, I'm here. Hi.
Tell me about Matters of the Heart. How did it actually come about?
Okay. Matters of the Heart, yes. This album came into play actually years ago. It was something that my mother started when I was a little girl. So a lot of the songs that are on the album are the songs that she originally started with, but I finished. So with that being said, a lot of the words were completely written over. It was inspired by her, relationships, love, trust, companionship is what everything on this album is about. And I wanted to do something in a tribute to her. So I thought of a good idea to, bring this album into play. I found a lot of the instrumentals that I had no words to. It was just her music.
Wow.
So I said I have to come up with some kind of creative idea to make this happen. So I get on the phone, I call George up. He was the only person, well, he is the only person that I know at the moment that has a nice studio. So I said, George, I have this idea. I want to put together an album in tribute to my mother for the things that she started and wasn't able to finish.
Wow.
So he said, okay, well, let's do it. Let's call up some band members, people you know, people I know, and we will put this thing together. So we put it together quick, within a few months, actually.
Wow.
I want to say I started on this project, what is this now, September? I started on this project in March of this year, and I got finished in June, July. Wow. Yeah, end of June, beginning of July. So we made that happen really, really quick with the things that I had to work with. We put that together really, really quick.
That's truly amazing because most artists, it takes them years, especially their very first one.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the sound and the quality of this album is, girl, off the chain. The chain. I listened to it, and I'm amazed by what you guys have done with Matters of the Heart.
Yes.
Brittany, I know that you have been singing for quite a while.
Oh yes.
Where did you find the confidence? How did you finally step out and really just say, okay, I'm going to do my own project?
Okay. Well, this is going to sound kind of simple and cheesy, but it started at a karaoke night. And I said, well, somebody was just like, go up there and sing something, I know you can do it, go up there and sing, because I've heard you before. I said, okay. And I got up there and I did Tyrone by Erykah Badu.
Okay.
And that was it. And I got the confidence to get up there and actually sing, because I was always very closed in. I've never really sang in front of other people. It was just always to myself. Everything was just always to myself. But even though I was born into music, from my parents were musicians.
Okay.
I just still kind of just stayed reserved. So that was the first time I actually got out and felt the energy of that and decided to be free and express that.
Okay.
And then from that day forward, it just extended from there. And then my mother put together a band, and then she pulled it out of me again. She said, look, I want you to sing backup. I said, no, I'm not doing that. She said, yes, you're gonna do backup, and this is what you're gonna do. So she pulled me along. I did that. We did shows around town, and that's where it extended from. I went from doing background vocals to feeling comfortable and confident with doing lead. And then from that point, I started doing backup vocals and lead for different bands, such as Kush Reggae Band. I've performed with them a couple of times. I've performed with the Uptown Jazz Band a few times. There were different events that was put together by different promoters throughout Huntsville that gave me a lead way to showcase my talent. So from all of those different events leading up to now is how I got here. It led me to giving me the idea, the confidence, and the push to actually get together some old material and form an album.
That is awesome.
And I'm here.
That's awesome. You play a lot in jazz,
Yes.
and R&B settings, and neo soul settings.
Yes.
What do you consider yourself? What is your favorite genre of music to sing, and how do you classify yourself?
I like jazz. I am a jazz girl. I was brought up on jazz. My grandparents listened to jazz. They were musicians, saxophone players, fiddlers, violin players. My father listened to jazz, and I just grew up around that. I've grew up around listening to Sarah Vaughan and Incognito and the Yellow Jackets. I'm naming some groups that some people may not know, but you know the generation after me, you guys know. So and yeah, but then I also like my neo soul, my Jill Scotts, my Erykah Badu, Sade, however you pronounce it, and so yeah, I kind of my idea is to fuse that together.
Okay.
Neo soul with jazz and even hip hop, because I listen to a lot of Robert Glasper. I was actually turned on to Robert Glasper by my drummer friend Mike Athey. He said,
Love him.
Yes. And he said, you know what, you really need to listen to Robert Glasper. Now, Robert Glasper is hip-hop and jazz put together, fusion. So I said, yeah, I think I want to try to fuse hip-hop, jazz, and neo-soul together with a little bit of R&B to try to create my sound. And I'm still creating my sound. It's not finished. This is just the beginning. It's not finished yet, So this is just the beginning. This is just what I would like to say a trial or a lesson, or a journey just to get to where I'm going. And to be honest, the journey is never ending. It is never ending. It's always ongoing, which is fun. That's what makes it fun.
Goes with I got a question.
Yes.
A major question. And I'm sure a lot of people out there that are tuning in, that are listening, want to know, if you had to leave some advice for people that are, in the industry, especially on the local level, that are trying to make it big or trying to do something big, give me some advice that we could leave with them on how to really choose, or when you're putting the projects together, how are you choosing and making the choice of what actually goes on the album?
Absolutely. First off, I would say, if you have a dream, any kind of dream, it doesn't have to be with music, just anything that you believe in, that you want to bring forth, always stick with that. I would say that never give up. Never, ever, ever, ever give up. And I know that you guys heard this plenty of times through other artists and through other people, but it's a well-known fact to never give up. That's number one. Believe in yourself to the fullest, because nobody's going to believe in you more than you believe in you.
Right.
Have a team. A team is very important, because a team will, a team that's going to have your back. That's not just there just for you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But have a team. Promotion is very important. I will say that. And I will also say be careful, because as far as the industry, it can be very, what's the word I'm looking for? It can be very tricky, because you don't really...
Manipulating, too.
Very manipulating. You don't know who to trust. You really don't know who you're working with until you work with them, and then, sometimes things can fall apart, but it's up to you to make sure to keep that together, to make sure things are going the way as planned. Contracts are very important.
Okay.
I will say, make sure to always involve a contract. if you can involve a lawyer, and that's with anything too, just to make sure your tracks are covered. I would say that's very important to have, just going into it, the whole business part of it. And let's see, I would also say on the positive side, as far as never giving up, the rewards are very reaping in the end. I will say that you get good credit, and let's see, and it just makes you feel good just to know that you're never giving up on your dreams, even if you got a million people that don't believe in you. If you believe in yourself and you push forward and keep dedicating your time into your craft, you will get good things will come afterwards. I will say that. So never give up. Always practice, believe, have a good team, have nothing but positive people around you that believe, that believes and respect you, and I think that those qualities will keep you striving. It's not going to be easy. It's not an easy task, and nothing is easy, and it's not supposed to be, because if it was, you would never learn anything from it.
Right.
So I
Brittany,
will say that.
Thank you so much for having this interview with me today.
Thank
We
you
are
for having
outdoors.
me. Yes, it feels so
Beautiful
good out here.
today. Beautiful today. Let them know how they can cop your album, Matters of the
yes.
Heart.
You can cop my album. It is on CD Baby. So what you would do is, of course, www.cdbaby.com/Alexandria. You can purchase my album online there. Yes,
Online.
Or you can personally message me on Facebook.
That's
under
what
B.
I
Alexandria.
did.
Yeah. For those who know me, and we're cool, you can contact me, and I will happily deliver to you. Yes.
Well, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This is your girl, JQ. You're listening to Valley Sounds on WLRH Huntsville.